Hey guys, this is Jay Stone. So, for those of you who are watching the replay, don't forget to hit the hearts. And if you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. And also check out scopewithj.com. So, for those of you who are just coming in, hello guys. Hello guys. I've got an interesting scope for you today. So, today's topic, hey pretty frugal diva, and course coach TB, Marie Sutton. Hey Bush, what's going on? So, you guys know me. I just put up the blog post today, hey millionaires and Maya. And so, you guys know me, I like to jump right into the meat. So, we are going to, hey Dr. Renee. Hey, Travis. So let's talk a little bit about avoidance, procrastination, all that stuff. By the way, this is the latest blog post on my website. 3 ways avoidance is holding you back. Yes. Okay, so a couple of months ago, right? Hey, father-daughter. I'm going to try to put this in the holder so I don't have to try to hold it. I bought a holder for my iPad, right? So I don't have to try to hold it, and I can talk to you guys without holding it. Okay. So, yay! So I can use my hands. Okay, so I have, I had to buy, my washing machine broke, right? And so I did not feel like taking the time to research the washers, to look at the consumer reports, to go to the store, to look at the sizes. I just didn't want to take the time to do all that. So I kind of avoided it, right? I knew the washing machine was on its last leg, but I still was like, no, I'm not doing this, right? And then, of course, the washing machine broke, like washing machines do, right? Washers break. And, of course, when it breaks, now, at that time, my dad was disabled. So we had to do laundry every day for him. And for those of you who follow me, he passed away a couple months ago. So this is about maybe a month or so before that. And so my sisters were lugging laundry from one house to the other house to their house to do laundry and bringing it back. And they were like, okay, can you do this? And so I created a big mess because I just didn't want to take the time to do it. I didn't want to take the time to do the research. I totally, completely avoided all of that. So as a result, guess what happened? Okay. Does anybody get that right? You avoid doing stuff that you know is going to be time consuming, right? Thank you so much. No, it's going to be time consuming, right? You don't want to do it because it's like it'll take too much time away from what I want to do, what I'm going to work, doing other stuff. So you avoid it. And then guess what it did? It cost me more time. So instead of taking the 30 minutes a day, maybe an hour to research stuff online, decide what stores I'm going to go to, and then go and make a purchase and have it delivered, I then had to actually look up stuff online. Then I physically had to go in the store. See, I could have done this like an hour here and an hour there. But no, it took 2 whole days of going from store to store to store to store, negotiating pricing, doing the shopping. I was just informed I need to do something I've been avoiding to do for 3 years just before you started. Yes. Okay. I went from store to store to store. Then I had to schedule to have it delivered. And the delivery people never give you a time. So that's a whole day of sitting at home trying to work from home when I could have been more productive in my office waiting for the delivery and the setup. So because I avoided it, right, procrastinated, and I didn't even procrastinate, I avoided it altogether because I just didn't want to deal with it. Because I avoided it, I ended up having to devote more time to it. So I'm going to give you a second example of how that works. So I had a client. And she's amazing. She's a very articulate, very well-spoken. Thanks for the green heart. She's a very articulate, very well-spoken. And I told her she needed to do more video what happened to my heart? So you guys with me? No comments? Okay. So not what happened to, so I told her to do more video. So she came up with all kinds of excuses. I don't have the right equipment, don't have the right lights. How do you do the setup? And we finally got down to the meat of it, right? And the meat of it was just she didn't feel comfortable on camera. And so what I told her, go ahead and pull the trigger, because the more you're on video, I get a lot of people that come in, Jay, you're so comfortable on video. Well, that's because I've been doing it consistently for the last 3 years, right? So if you're more consistent about getting on video or doing what you're trying to avoid, then it becomes easier. Then you get more comfortable, right? But what do? We take the time and we dissect. Oh, this is not right. This is not good enough. Could have done that better. And before you know it, you talk yourself out of the opportunity. So fast forward a year, this same client, all right, fast forward a year, this same client gets a phone call from LA TV producers, you know, and the first thing they ask her is, look, we saw you speak on stage and I want to sell you as an expert on our show. Do you have more video? Of course she didn't, right? So the producer, I hate video. I know, I'm telling you. So the producer then moves on to another talent, because this is what the producer's not going to do, right? He's not going to spend the time researching the video to find more video. You can't send him video links that are already edited to give you what he needs. He's going to move on. The next thing he did was find a person who's already on YouTube on the same topic that was just as personable, that already had video, so that he could sell, okay? So that he could sell that person. Because what he wasn't going to do is spend the time to send a production company to shoot video of her, get her all pretty and perfect, and then try and go sell her to the network. You see what I mean? So, you know, I did a blog post a little while ago, right, about 4 reasons you do need to be doing more videos. Okay, so people are hiring speakers, authors, all of this kind of stuff because of video. They're basically interviewing you now because of video. And you know what the next phase of video and checking people out and looking for people is? It's Periscope. Yep, I just talked to a TV producer in LA last week, and he's saying they're trying to figure out how to scale Periscope for actual television shows. Okay, so when I say don't procrastinate, then that's what I'm so serious about that. So now that we talked about that, let me give you the 3 tips. I wrote them down. Hold on. Let me see if I can get them. Okay, so 3 ways that avoidance is holding you back. Okay, so number 1, it's your reputation. So when we talk about your reputation, when people on the outside looking in, right, and you're like, oh, I was going to do this, but I didn't. Oh, I meant to do that, but I didn't. It starts to look like you're one of 2 things. Either you're a procrastinator, right, or you're a punk. And nobody wants to hire either one of those, right? So nobody wants to hire somebody that's too afraid to do things. That was actually what was on your mind 30 minutes ago. Yeah. So nobody wants to, particularly if you're a brand builder and you're positioning yourself to be a leader and you want people to follow you, right? Nobody wants to follow a procrastinator or a person who's afraid to take a chance. Okay, so the first thing that avoidance does is it does your reputation. But let me do a sidebar on that. The other thing avoidance does is it damages your personal relationships. How many times have you avoided conflict, right? How many times have you avoided having a conversation that could have resolved a conflict, could have resolved an issue had you just talked about it rather than avoided what was uncomfortable? So that's not even in my 3 tips. That's like a bonus, right? I'm just going to give you a bonus right there, okay? Give me some hearts for the bonus, okay? So that was number 1. Number 2, it empowers your fear. Hold on, y'all. I'm waiting for a client. Okay. So number 2, it empowers your fear, right? So the more you feed the fear and allow the fear to control the situation, the more the fear has control over you. So if you're afraid of doing videos, and the more you avoid it, the more you give the power to the fear, the more the fear has the control. Okay, hold on, guys. This is a client that I'm trying to meet. Hey, are you here? Come to 2D. Yes, I'm coming. I'll meet you at the elevator in 2 seconds. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so that I was trying to do the quicks because she's running late, so I was trying to do the scope. So that's the other thing. And number 3 is you miss out. I just gave you an example on how my client missed out on the opportunity because she was there. Opportunity does not wear a watch. Okay? Opportunity has no idea what time it is. It shows up whenever it feels like it. And if you're not prepared, that's your problem. That's not opportunity's problem. Okay? Opportunity shows up when it feels like it. It has no sense of time. It doesn't wear a watch. So you've got to already be prepared. Hey, Woontique, how are you? So let me just recap, right? Today's topic is, let me do, you guys can see this. Hold on. 3 ways avoidance is holding you back. Okay, you can visit this and read this in detail. Right? You can visit this and read this in detail on my website. So the number one thing is your reputation, right? It can damage your reputation because you'll come across as a procrastinator or a slacker. Number 2 is it will empower your fear. The more you allow fear to control you, the more the fear will manage your divine destiny. Number 3, you'll miss out on great opportunities because you weren't prepared. Opportunity has no watch. And the bonus is it damages your relationships because you don't resolve conflict in a timely manner. Okay? So, all that being said, I have a client at my door in my office. I got paintings that need to go up on the wall. That's the client at the door. I don't think I've ever showed you guys my office, huh? I have to do a video about my office. Look, she's like, can you hurry up and let me in? You see how much I love the periscopers? This is Princella White. She's like one of my favorite clients. She's like, look, she avoids the camera like it's the plague. See, we were just talking about avoidance.
No, I didn't.
Say, hey, Princella.
That's right.
Okay, guys, let me go get into my meeting and my coaching. You guys on the flip side. Oh, let me show you. We all about the branding in here. PK Connections. Tell them what you do.
That's right. I'm Princella White. I own a company. It's called PK Connections. I connect businesses to do businesses with one another.
What's your website?
It's www.pkconnections.com. That's pkconnections.com. Go check.
Do I do good with my people or do I do good with my people? That was that 15-second elevator pitch we do coaching on. All right, guys, we catch you on the flip side. Mwah, mwah.